1. The machine requires a specific cooling fluid. 2. Laws aim to prevent workplace discrimination. 3. The museum restored the damaged sculpture. 4. Policies address gender equality directly. 5. His refusal delayed the agreement. 6. The developer fixed critical security flaws. 7. She reported a strange sensation. 8. The minister clarified his stance publicly. 9. He specialized in theoretical physics. 10. The novel employs a complex narrative. 11. The founder stepped down recently. 12. He reacted with visible disgust. 13. Fatigue can shorten one's temper. 14. The incidence of flu rose sharply. 15. Alcohol damages the liver over time. 1. The machine requires a specific cooling fluid. 2. Laws aim to prevent workplace discrimination. 3. The museum restored the damaged sculpture. 4. Policies address gender equality directly. 5. His refusal delayed the agreement. 6. The developer fixed critical security flaws. 7. She reported a strange sensation. 8. The minister clarified his stance publicly. 9. He specialized in theoretical physics. 10. The novel employs a complex narrative. 11. The founder stepped down recently. 12. He reacted with visible disgust. 13. Fatigue can shorten one's temper. 14. The incidence of flu rose sharply. 15. Alcohol damages the liver over time. 1. The machine requires a specific cooling fluid. 2. Laws aim to prevent workplace discrimination. 3. The museum restored the damaged sculpture. 4. Policies address gender equality directly. 5. His refusal delayed the agreement. 6. The developer fixed critical security flaws. 7. She reported a strange sensation. 8. The minister clarified his stance publicly. 9. He specialized in theoretical physics. 10. The novel employs a complex narrative. 11. The founder stepped down recently. 12. He reacted with visible disgust. 13. Fatigue can shorten one's temper. 14. The incidence of flu rose sharply. 15. Alcohol damages the liver over time. 1. The machine requires a specific cooling fluid. 2. Laws aim to prevent workplace discrimination. 3. The museum restored the damaged sculpture. 4. Policies address gender equality directly. 5. His refusal delayed the agreement. 6. The developer fixed critical security flaws. 7. She reported a strange sensation. 8. The minister clarified his stance publicly. 9. He specialized in theoretical physics. 10. The novel employs a complex narrative. 11. The founder stepped down recently. 12. He reacted with visible disgust. 13. Fatigue can shorten one's temper. 14. The incidence of flu rose sharply. 15. Alcohol damages the liver over time. 1. We will relocate to a new city. 2. I made an inquiry about the job. 3. The new software increased productivity. 4. They enjoyed the movie, and likewise, we did. 5. Plastic is a man-made material. 6. The dress is very affordable. 7. I saw an interesting ad on TV. 8. The ship is carrying a heavy cargo. 9. The workforce is aging in many countries. 10. The news coverage was extensive. 11. The country is facing a political crisis. 12. I couldn't find it here, so I looked elsewhere. 13. The school principal will administer the test. 14. Meditation is a spiritual practice. 15. My teacher is a great educator. 1. The workers formed a union to negotiate better wages. 2. She was elected as the student representative for her class. 3. Art therapy helped him express his emotions more effectively. 4. He used a sharp knife to carve the turkey at Thanksgiving. 5. The books in the library are arranged by category. 6. The Wildlife Conservation Group works to protect endangered species. 7. The problem seemed to magnify as more people got involved. 8. She has a strong preference for tea over coffee. 9. Protecting our heritage sites is crucial for preserving history. 10. Her social status improved after she started her own business. 11. Her strong personality tends to dominate conversations. 12. Deforestation has a significant impact on global climate change. 13. You can use applesauce as a substitute for oil. 14. The loud noise distracted him from his work. 15. The school held its annual play in the large auditorium. 1. Be careful not to stray from the path in the forest. 2. The doctor prescribed new medication for her cold. 3. I like tea, whereas my brother prefers coffee. 4. Agricultural products like rice and wheat are essential for daily life. 5. I can't drink milk because I'm allergic to dairy. 6. She received a substantial amount of money for her birthday. 7. The police hope to evacuate the residents from the flooded town. 8. The teacher decided to extend the deadline for the homework. 9. Smoking can have deadly effects on your health. 10. Proper nutrition is important for children's growth. 11. The company is always looking for profitable investments. 12. The boxer landed a powerful blow on his opponent. 13. The coffee machine is fully automatic and easy to use. 14. The city's subway system is very sophisticated and efficient. 15. The fireworks display was really impressive. One. The cattle grazed peacefully in the large, open grassland. 2. The skeleton of the dinosaur was displayed at the museum. 3. The leaders decided to unite their efforts to solve the crisis. 4. She managed to clutch the railing before losing her balance. 5. Deforestation can severely disrupt the balance of the forest ecosystem. 6. A loyal customer base is crucial for the success of any business. 7. She excels in athletics, especially in track and field events. 8. The government decided to halt the project because of environmental concerns. 9. She decided to revise her study schedule for better time management. 10. The company plans to utilize renewable energy sources for its operations. 11. Learning to navigate complex situations is an important life skill. 12. P. The strong wind caused the leaves to scatter across the garden. 13. Workers on the plantation harvest crops during the peak season every year. 14. Plants require moisture in the soil to grow healthily and produce fruit. 15. She decided to pursue a career in medicine after graduation. 1. Regular exercise helps sustain physical and mental health. 2. Urbanization is destroying the natural habitat of many animals. 3. This lake contains unique organisms not found anywhere else. 4. Immigrants often face challenges adapting to a new culture. 5. Their voyage across the Atlantic took 2 months by ship. 6. She works as an ecologist protecting endangered species. 7. You should consult a doctor if the symptoms persist. 8. Gut health is crucial for overall well-being. 9. His influence has diminished over the past few years. 10. He provided financial assistance to the struggling family. 11. The storm completely ruined their outdoor wedding plans. 12. Labor unions negotiate better working conditions for employees. 13. The establishment of the new library was widely celebrated. 14. It's a paradox that technology makes life easier yet more stressful. 15. The critic praised the film for its stunning visuals. 1. She overcame every obstacle to achieve her dream. 2. Monitor your daily calorie intake to maintain a healthy weight. 3. His enthusiasm for the project began to fade. 4. We must address the issue of climate change urgently. 5. Federal law prohibits such actions in all states. 6. A high fever is a common symptom of the flu. 7. The government must deal with rising unemployment rates. 8. Improving security will reduce the likelihood of theft. 9. He is fit enough to run a marathon. 10. He was willing to take on the extra work. 11. The company operates on a global scale. 12. This breed of dog is known for its intelligence. 13. The company offers job placement services for graduates. 14. The evolution of technology has transformed our daily lives. 15. The economy grew rapidly over the past decade. 1. Green tea is rich in antioxidants that boost immune function. 2. His research had a significant impact on modern medicine. 3. I canceled my monthly subscription to the magazine. 4. Investing in startups is often quite risky. 5. The survival rate of this disease is very low. 6. He tends to spoil his children with gifts. 7. The CEO resigned due to financial scandals. 8. The police are investigating the violent incident. 9. We need to evaluate the project's effectiveness. 10. The sponge can absorb a lot of water. 11. The road requires urgent maintenance. 12. A dozen people attended the meeting. 13. The report revealed serious corruption in politics. 14. The riot caused extensive property damage. 15. His morning routine includes meditation and reading. 1. Drinking water helps the body retain moisture. 2. The contract requires both parties to fulfill their obligations. 3. The company adapted to the changing circumstances. 4. The report provided a critical analysis of the issue. 5. She drank coffee to boost her energy. 6. The concept of freedom varies across cultures. 7. The war ended with an exchange of prisoners. 8. He had to drag the heavy suitcase. 9. His knowledge of the subject is shallow. 10. A degree is a requirement for this job. 11. She exaggerated the problem to gain attention. 12. The police launched an investigation into the crime. 13. He received a high dose of antibiotics. 14. Her presence made the event special. 15. His participation was crucial to the project. 1. She was fired for repeatedly violating company policies. 2. The building lacks proper access for disabled individuals. 3. Whales are the largest mammals on Earth. 4. Solar panels generate electricity from sunlight. 5. Many endangered animals face habitat destruction. 6. This region has fertile soil, ideal for farming. 7. His mean remarks hurt her deeply. 8. He was unfairly dismissed from his job. 9. The patient received a kidney transplant. 10. The protesters occupied the government building. 11. The security guard remained alert all night. 12. Washing hands helps prevent the spread of germs. 13. She negotiated a higher salary. 14. The manager blamed the team for the failure. 15. Regular exercise can ease stress. 1. This plan is definitely better than the previous one. 2. The documents were classified as confidential. 3. The doctor urged him to quit smoking immediately. 4. The company has a huge surplus of stock. 5. The lion in the zoo is surprisingly tame. 6. We need a more competitive strategy to succeed. 7. The cargo vessel arrived at the port this morning. 8. Put personal feelings aside and focus on work. 9. The radio station transmits signals worldwide. 10. The liver is a vital organ. 11. She withdrew her savings from the bank. 12. The town is located at an altitude of 2,000 meters. 13. The bank issued her a credit card. 14. The baby started to crawl across the floor. 15. The car had a mechanical failure on the highway. 1. A diet rich in protein helps with muscle growth. 2. Winning the lottery does not guarantee happiness. 3. Many workers migrate to cities for jobs. 4. The government will reintroduce strict regulations. 5. She felt like an outsider at the event. 6. The school modified its curriculum. 7. The company exports products worldwide. 8. Climate change awareness is growing. 9. Diabetes cases are increasing globally. 10. The store installed cameras to prevent theft. 11. Employee satisfaction boosts productivity. 12. The article was biased. 13. Water consists of 2 elements. 14. Witnesses must take an oath. 15. He refused to acknowledge his mistake. 1. Many tourists visit the mainland from nearby islands. 2. Climate change poses serious risks to coastal cities. 3. The country increased its military budget last year. 4. The sensor can detect even minor temperature changes. 5. Energy-saving appliances reduce electricity costs. 6. The company will launch a new product next month. 7. Understanding the genome helps in disease prevention. 8. A company brochure introduces its services and products. 9. Selling counterfeit goods is illegal in most countries. 10. The city expanded its boundary to include nearby villages. 11. They manufacture electronic devices for global markets. 12. She was promoted to an executive position last year. 13. Many species are facing the risk of extinction. 14. They built a new warehouse for storage. 15. He will undergo surgery next week. 1. His hostile attitude made discussion impossible. 2. She actively engages in environmental projects. 3. The outbreak of disease spread rapidly. 4. Welfare programs support low-income families. 5. The new law promotes racial equality. 6. We must not overlook safety concerns. 7. The project required tremendous effort. 8. The company focuses on domestic markets. 9. We regret to inform you of the delay. 10. The company changed ownership last year. 11. The ozone layer protects us from radiation. 12. Proper stretching prevents injuries. 13. Music stimulates brain activity. 14. The bystander witnessed the accident. 15. They made an attempt to escape. 1. He was tempted to quit his job and travel the world. 2. He twisted his ankle while running on the uneven ground. 3. The company conducted a survey on customer satisfaction. 4. The possession of illegal drugs is strictly prohibited. 5. The patient's condition worsened overnight. 6. The Europeans colonized many parts of Africa. 7. His fear was the biggest barrier to success. 8. The storm brought heavy rain and lightning. 9. The Economist predicted an economic downturn. 10. The police have raided the suspect for drug use. 11. His wealth enabled him to travel the world. 12. The recipient must sign upon delivery. 13. His request for leave was denied. 14. They intended to expand their business. 15. Social media fuels misinformation. 1. She joined a prestigious consulting firm after graduation. 2. Experts assessed the damage after the earthquake. 3. They resolved the conflict through dialogue. 4. He was accused of committing murder. 5. The evidence is based on solid research. 6. The storage capacity was insufficient for the data. 7. Road closure caused significant traffic delays. 8. His pride swelled after winning the award. 9. They restricted access to confidential information. 10. The old building collapsed during the earthquake. 11. He actively combats discrimination in his community. 12.
It's
Her
very
story
common
inspired
among highly
millions
creative
around the
people,
world.
both artists.
13. The exhibit provides a unique sensory experience. 14. We hiked to a hidden mountain waterfall. 15. Harvard is a prestigious academic institution. 1. He couldn't swallow the huge pill without water. 2. Regular training can enhance your memory and focus. 3. The policy shift surprised many experts. 4. The meeting resumed after a short break. 5. The ladder leaned dangerously to the left. 6. The building is accessible to wheelchair users. 7. This drink is packed with vital nutrients. 8. She abandoned her car during the storm. 9. The country invests heavily in digital infrastructure. 10. She oversaw the removal of outdated equipment. 11. The flu vaccine reduces the risk of infection. 12. Coral reefs are threatened by climate change. 13. He is not legally allowed to work here. 14. The corporation expanded into Asian markets last year. 15. The minimum wage was raised this year. 1. The lawyer countered the accusation confidently. 2. The rust on the gate showed years of neglect. 3. He was a pioneer in the field of radioactivity research. 4. We operate globally across several industries. 5. Our options are quite limited now. 6. Parents have a legal obligation to educate children. 7. There are several plots of land available for sale. 8. I strongly advocate reducing plastic waste. 9. Their new apartment is bright and spacious. 10. Privacy invasion is a growing concern online. 11. Several firms bid on the project. 12. Drought threatens food security worldwide. 13. The mine produced gold for decades. 14. This method yields better results. 15. I associate that smell with childhood. 1. The country is facing political disorder. 2. The phone call interrupted our meeting. 3. Financial aid is available for low-income students. 4. Her resume highlights her international work experience. 5. Breathing exercises can relieve stress effectively. 6. The thief concealed the evidence carefully. 7. The teacher used a diagram to explain the process. 8. Children learn best when they interact with others. 9. Immediate action is required to solve the issue. 10. He's an outstanding student in mathematics. 11. They harassed him repeatedly with phone calls. 12. Aging populations pose economic challenges globally. 13. New regulations affect small businesses significantly. 14. Mainstream media covered the event widely. 15. Statistics show a decline in unemployment. 1. Please ensure all devices are turned off before the meeting starts. 2. Deep division within the team caused the project to fail. 3. One key characteristic of the species is its ability to adapt. 4. She inherited great wealth from her grandparents. 5. I hope he's joking, otherwise, that's very offensive. 6. She works for an organization supporting refugee children. 7. Toxic gases leaked from the damaged factory. 8. Everyone deserves a second chance in life. 9. This species is endangered due to habitat loss. 10. Her chief concern is her children's safety. 11. Factories pollute rivers with chemical waste. 12. We must equip students with digital skills. 13. The charity targets rural communities in need. 14. I have no clue what he meant. 15. Drivers can be fined for using phones. 1. This compound contains both carbon and nitrogen. 2. She declared her intention to resign immediately. 3. Scientists are developing a vaccine for the new virus. 4. This report highlights the need for reform. 5. There was a slight delay in the delivery. 6. The artist applied for a government grant. 7. Can you verify the accuracy of this data? 8. The pipes burst due to the freezing temperatures. 9. I overheard them discussing the project details. 10. Mold can cause serious respiratory problems. 11. They found shelter beneath the old bridge. 12. The system has multiple security features. 13. The berries look edible but are toxic. 14. High costs discourage many students from studying abroad. 15. The child was abused by her guardian. 1. She publishes research in a scientific journal twice a year. 2. The accident caused a fatal injury to the driver. 3. Decisions are made at the main headquarters. 4. The evidence clearly disproves his claim. 5. He couldn't resist eating the chocolate cake. 6. The ship arrived at the port this morning. 7. Safety is our top priority. 8. Students must conform to the dress code. 9. The two meetings overlapped by 30 minutes. 10. The countries signed a peace treaty. 11. Children easily acquire new languages. 12. The floor is sticky from spilled juice. 13. We received many encouraging messages. 14. Tourists browse souvenirs in the shop. 15. I've met her previously at a conference. 1. We must eliminate all possible sources of error. 2. He embraced diversity as a strength. 3. The city was transformed after the renovation. 4. He was dismissed for violating company rules. 5. The researchers selected 50 subjects for testing. 6. He disclosed confidential data by mistake. 7. The customer filed a complaint against the store. 8. This package contains fragile items. 9. Advanced AI is changing industries worldwide. 10. He made numerous attempts to contact her. 11. Traffic congestion worsens during rush hour. 12. The citizens rebelled against the new tax law. 13. His strategy helped the company expand. 14. Costs exceeded our original budget. 15. Can you distinguish those two species? 1. The new settlement is located near the river. 2. We barely arrived on time for the meeting. 3. This plant is a hybrid of 2 rose species. 4. It was a novel idea in the industry. 5. Attendance at the seminar is mandatory. 6. We discussed the potential outcomes carefully. 7. The attendance at the event was impressive. 8. Global warming is a serious phenomenon. 9. They altogether disagree with the proposal. 10. Art expresses the artist's soul. 11. They glanced at each other silently. 12. They tried to lessen the negative impact. 13. He gripped the steering wheel tightly. 14. The military uses advanced aircraft technology. 15. Emission levels are strictly regulated. 1. Please proceed to the next slide. 2. Conflicts can arise from misunderstandings. 3. Intellectual curiosity drives innovation. 4. The museum displays rare dinosaur fossils. 5. Economic reform takes time and patience. 6. The company will implement new safety regulations. 7. Her experience gives her a competitive edge. 8. Voter turnout was low during the election. 9. They rescheduled the conference due to weather. 10. Arrogant leaders often lose public trust. 11. She posted the announcement online. 12. The archaeologist discovered ancient ruins. 13. The signature turned out to be fake. 14. The store retails electronics and appliances. 15. The car got stuck in the mud. 1. They plan to sue for copyright infringement. 2. She became a legend in the music industry. 3. Children often pretend to be superheroes. 4. I presented my idea to the board. 5. I recall meeting her at the conference. 6. The course content was both challenging and useful. 7. The town was virtually destroyed by the flood. 8. The cloud formation looked like a dragon. 9. The island's inhabitants speak a unique dialect. 10. New leaders often emerge during crises. 11. Coastal towns are vulnerable to rising sea levels. 12. He felt isolated in the big city. 13. Apparently, the meeting has been postponed. 14. He broke the rules and consequently was expelled. 15. The embassy assisted citizens during the crisis. 1. I booked the tickets beforehand to avoid delays. 2. The bulb suddenly burst during the storm. 3. She tried to sneak out during the lecture. 4. A good reputation takes years to build. 5. They assaulted the witness during the riot. 6. The judge jailed him for fraud. 7. Don't leak private information online. 8. My ancestors came from Northern Europe. 9. This photo is a reminder of childhood. 10. Don't be aggressive during negotiations. 11. She claimed the package was missing. 12. The couple announced their divorce online. 13. His existence depends on that medication. 14. Tourists often bargain at street markets. 15. These topics are closely related. 1. Some people are naturally immune to the virus. 2. Don't provoke him, he's already furious. 3. The price of copper has recently increased. 4. She seized the opportunity without hesitation. 5. Tax increases often face public resistance. 6. This task requires both logic and creativity. 7. The camel can survive for days without water. 8. The meetings typically last 2 hours. 9. This district is known for its cultural diversity. 10. The army refused to surrender despite losses. 11. Wolves mark their territory with scent. 12. The architect proposed a sustainable design. 13. She resigned due to health concerns. 14. Africa is the second largest continent. 15. Police suspect him of committing fraud. 1. She tried to convince him to accept the new plan. 2. The child nearly drowned in the swimming pool. 3. The harsh winter damaged many crops. 4. He holds radical views on education. 5. She studied business administration at university. 6. You should not resort to violence. 7. He constantly complains about his job. 8. Don't cough, you might infect someone. 9. She speaks with a distinct French accent. 10. Rural areas often lack healthcare facilities. 11. Polar bears live in Arctic regions. 12. Exercise can strengthen your muscles. 13. The army needs to recruit more soldiers. 14. The book targets adolescent readers. 15. He offered practical advice for saving money. 1. Morning meditation became a calming ritual for her. 2. Let me illustrate my point with an example. 3. We chose a camping spot near the lake. 4. There's no shame in asking for help. 5. Police captured the suspect after a long chase. 6. The journey takes roughly 3 hours. 7. Please outline your proposal briefly. 8. They live in a remote mountain village. 9. They fought against an evil empire. 10. They built an underground shelter. 11. There's a secret compartment in the drawer. 12. The region depends on livestock farming. 13. Repairing the machine was extremely costly. 14. She swept the floor every morning. 15. Reading fosters critical thinking skills. 1. This disease affects lung tissue, making breathing difficult. 2. The cat might scratch you if it feels threatened. 3. The heavy workload took a toll on her health. 4. Factories often dump waste into rivers illegally. 5. Travelers often encounter cultural differences abroad. 6. They built a monument in honor of the scientist. 7. She briefly explained the project's main objectives. 8. His sudden illness will complicate our travel plans. 9. Teachers must discipline students who break school rules. 10. Pollution threatens much of the local wildlife. 11. She suffered only minor injuries in the accident. 12. This hall can accommodate large conference. 13. Fiber is essential for a healthy digestive system. 14. She ignored his petty complaints. 15. We need an experienced guide for this mountain trail. 1. The lion silently approached its prey in the tall grass. 2. I cannot endorse a policy that harms the poor. 3. She regards him as the best mentor she ever had. 4. Allergy sufferers often struggle during spring. 5. She submitted her article to an international journal. 6. His actions contradict his earlier statements. 7. Many argue globalization increases inequality. 8. Climate change has created a global crisis. 9. The patient was confined to bed for weeks. 10. Sports psychology helps athletes handle pressure. 11. The volcano's sudden eruption shocked nearby villages. 12. She owns a patch of farmland near the river. 13. His appearance changed after years abroad. 14. Smoking is strictly prohibited here. 15. The surgeon explained the procedure to the patient. 1. The scientist measured the radiation levels near the damaged reactor. 2. The root of the problem lies in poor communication. 3. The heating system broke during the coldest week of winter. 4. The factory passed a strict safety inspection last month. 5. The water supply was disrupted after the earthquake. 6. The area was designated a national park in 1995. 7. His financial situation compelled him to sell his house. 8. The printer can reproduce high-quality images quickly. 9. The ball bounced several times before rolling away. 10. The regime tried to suppress opposition voices. 11. Without brushing, teeth quickly decay. 12. Many modern words originate from Latin. 13. The doctor managed to revive the unconscious patient. 14. The policy is designed to accelerate economic growth. 15. Over time, he accumulated considerable wealth. 1. The spy disguised himself as a local merchant. 2. She dictated the rules everyone had to follow. 3. She refused to cooperate with the investigation. 4. The city boasts a rich cultural heritage. 5. I stumbled on a rock and nearly fell. 6. The market is shrinking due to low demand. 7. The rain soaked my shoes completely. 8. He restrained his anger during the argument. 9. Many animals starved during the harsh winter. 10. Planting trees helps offset carbon emissions. 11. She diverted attention with a clever remark. 12. Leaders must exert authority wisely. 13. We strolled along the river after dinner. 14. The law prohibits discrimination in the workplace. 15. Protesters littered the streets with pamphlets. 1. The committee voted to discard the ineffective proposal. 2. Small businesses can thrive with proper government support. 3. She struggled to repay her student loan. 4. The software aims to simplify daily tasks. 5. Judges must uphold the principles of justice. 6. Scientists inject vaccines to protect against disease. 7. The plan was doomed to fail from the beginning. 8. She reconciled ambition with personal happiness. 9. She retrieved her confidence after the failure. 10. Noise disrupted the students' concentration. 11. Please notify me of any schedule changes. 12. The helicopter hovered above the city. 13. They kidnapped the child for ransom. 14. She resents being treated unfairly. 15. The car overtook the truck quickly. 1. Protesters were detained for blocking the main highway. 2. The arrow pierced the target with astonishing accuracy. 3. New laws curb excessive use of plastic packaging. 4. The chair rotates smoothly with little effort. 5. She disregarded his rude comment entirely. 6. His sudden decision bewildered his closest friends. 7. The population tripled within 2 decades. 8. The rebels overthrew the corrupt regime. 9. Chemicals contaminated the river after the factory leak. 10. My passport will expire next month. 11. The surgeon transplanted a healthy kidney into the patient. 12. They enacted strict rules against corruption. 13. Education can liberate people from ignorance. 14. Stress heightened his anxiety before the exam. 15. She unfolded the truth about her past. 1. The engineers will reconstruct the bridge after the earthquake. 2. She watched the boat glide silently along the river. 3. Cotton shirts wrinkle easily after washing. 4. She felt like she might vomit on the bus. 5. The children shrieked with delight at the surprise. 6. The official was caught trying to bribe a witness. 7. She compressed her speech to fit the time limit. 8. She grumbled softly about the unfair decision. 9. She tried to imitate his accent during class. 10. Wild horses roamed freely across the plains. 11. The audience stood to applaud the inspiring performance. 12. The building can withstand powerful earthquakes. 13. She decided to enroll in a language course. 14. Fear can strangle creativity if not addressed. 15. He decided to enlist in the Navy. 1. He cherishes the freedom to express his opinions openly. 2. The risks outweigh the potential rewards in this case. 3. The brand affiliates itself with sustainable practices. 4. His rude remarks degraded his professional reputation. 5. After the marathon, she craved a cold drink. 6. The stew simmered slowly on the stove. 7. She excels in public speaking. 8. Few people heed historical lessons. 9. She sympathized deeply with the victims. 10. The chicken needs to thaw before cooking. 11. The virus replicates rapidly inside cells. 12. They conspired to overthrow the government. 13. He accidentally punctured the tire with a nail. 14. His performance surpassed all expectations. 15. She inhaled the scent of fresh flowers. 1. This robot can mimic human facial expressions. 2. Don't overdo the seasoning, it should taste natural. 3. Scientists finally decoded the ancient script. 4. We shouldn't overestimate the project's potential. 5. The company remodeled its office to improve collaboration. 6. She finds it difficult to socialize with strangers. 7. He sprained his ankle during the soccer game. 8. The restaurant is good, but a bit overrated. 9. We decided to outsource our website design. 10. His parents often interfere with his decisions. 11. The city grew rapidly during the Industrial Revolution. 12. Civil rights movements changed history. 13. His disappointment was obvious to all of us. 14. The product became a huge commercial success. 15. The latter option seems more practical. 1. The data is stored in a secure online system. 2. He has a broad knowledge of environmental issues. 3. The chemical has a slightly acid taste. 4. She faced a difficult moral decision at work. 5. He is one of the most influential contemporary artists. 6. Water is vital for all forms of life. 7. External factors influence the project's outcome. 8. $1 is roughly equivalent to 150 yen. 9. It's crucial to check all details before signing. 10. They launched a massive advertising campaign. 11. Conventional farming uses a lot of chemicals. 12. Your behavior today was not acceptable. 13. We need a comprehensive plan for education reform. 14. This is a politically sensitive topic. 15. He's a remarkable leader with a clear vision. 1. The debate was triggered by a mere rumor. 2. Protecting life is a supreme ethical priority. 3. She remained confident despite repeated setbacks. 4. His claims were not consistent with the data. 5. The working conditions were absolutely awful. 6. Prompt action prevented a wider collapse. 7. The diagnosis requires precise historical data. 8. Automation makes structural unemployment almost inevitable. 9. He spoke with bare honesty about corruption. 10. Philosophers debate universal human dignity. 11. Many families became desperate after eviction. 12. The firm reported gross revenue growth. 13. Marine scientists warn of acidification risks. 14. The ultimate responsibility lies with policymakers. 15. Infants remain vulnerable without vaccination. 1. The market has become mature and highly competitive. 2. The film received intense critical attention. 3. Electrical faults caused the power outage. 4. Tickets remain valid for 1 year. 5. Reliable data are essential for public policy. 6. Children are naturally curious about unfamiliar sounds. 7. Hospitals face an urgent need for supplies. 8. The bill awaited presidential signature. 9. The club offers exclusive membership privileges. 10. Such traits are desirable in leadership roles. 11. He was reluctant to accept public funding. 12. Housing prices have risen at a steep rate. 13. The village still practices primitive agriculture. 14. The meaning of the term is obscure. 15. Dolphins are considered highly intelligent mammals. 1. Their performances are comparable to international standards. 2. Participants were selected through a random sampling process. 3. A realistic goal keeps employees motivated. 4. Everyone deserves a decent standard of living. 5. The patient required intensive medical care. 6. The judge criticized the excessive use of force. 7. She showed exceptional skill in negotiation. 8. A moderate diet contributes to long-term health. 9. The university attracts elite students worldwide. 10. The victims described a horrible scene of destruction. 11. Negotiations remained tense despite progress. 12. The culture felt alien yet fascinating. 13. The forthcoming report will address major concerns. 14. The witness gave a detailed verbal statement. 15. The audience was eager for the speaker's next statement. 1. Antique furniture requires careful maintenance. 2. The device operates with minimal noise. 3. The solution requires intermediate technical skills. 4. The novel explores intimate human emotions. 5. Risk is inherent in all investments. 6. The odor from the factory was unpleasant. 7. Mediterranean diets promote long-term health. 8. Workers wear protective gear during construction. 9. His defensive reaction surprised the team. 10. Most documents survived intact after the fire. 11. The view from the mountain was incredible. 12. The accident resulted in tragic losses. 13. Strong leadership ensured a decisive victory. 14. The trial involved lengthy testimony. 15. Personal taste is highly subjective. 1. Tourists often seek exotic experiences abroad. 2. Ethical concerns shaped the committee's final decision. 3. He faced punishment for his wicked actions. 4. Gradual improvement requires consistent effort. 5. Dense fog disrupted morning traffic. 6. Behavioral patterns changed after the policy reform. 7. Geological evidence supports the new theory. 8. Students received supplementary reading materials. 9. The contract's wording remained unclear to clients. 10. She delivered a stern warning to the staff. 11. The proposal contains several problematic assumptions. 12. He took a solitary walk to clear his mind. 13. There was a noticeable decline in attendance. 14. The restaurant serves authentic regional cuisine. 15. Several vacant positions remain unfilled this year. 1. The concept remains unfamiliar to most students. 2. His support was invaluable during the crisis. 3. The agreement offers conditional access to resources. 4. The company became bankrupt after repeated losses. 5. Skilled workers remain scarce in the industry. 6. She felt weary after months of intense training. 7. A cynical attitude can undermine teamwork. 8. The film depicts a brutal historical event. 9. Imaginary threats can still trigger real fear. 10. She worked 3 consecutive night shifts. 11. Transparent policies increase public trust. 12. The project aims to reduce ecological damage. 13. The room was filthy after years of neglect. 14. Investigators noticed a sinister pattern in the case. 15. A charitable attitude improves community relationships. 1. The pavement is uneven and potentially dangerous. 2. The ongoing investigation has revealed new evidence. 3. The region's weather remains highly unpredictable. 4. The company implemented drastic cost reductions. 5. Epidemic outbreaks require international coordination. 6. Most insects are harmless to humans. 7. The hall's acoustic properties enhance performances. 8. The conditions were ripe for major reform. 9. Natural resources are finite and require careful management. 10. He appeared indifferent to the outcome. 11. Disadvantaged workers struggle in competitive markets. 12. Tedious paperwork delayed the entire project. 13. Faulty data produced misleading conclusions. 14. His refusal seemed completely irrational. 15. Perpetual noise affected the residents' health. 1. The vehicle is remarkably economical on fuel. 2. His rash actions damaged public trust. 3. Sturdy containers ensure safe transportation. 4. His extravagant lifestyle attracted media criticism. 5. The novel introduces a fictional island nation. 6. The decision was based on questionable assumptions. 7. His feeble excuse failed to convince anyone. 8. He is known for his witty storytelling. 9. The study analyzed long-term climatic patterns. 10. Hectic routines reduce productivity and focus. 11. The region became barren after years of overuse. 12. Wildlife is plentiful in the protected zone. 13. The book includes biographical interviews with witnesses. 14. Their strategy grew stale over time. 15. The community embraces plural cultural identities. 1. The area remains unsafe during severe weather. 2. Bulky equipment slowed the evacuation process. 3. The jacket proved durable under harsh conditions. 4. He made a hasty judgment without evidence. 5. An overdue response frustrated stakeholders. 6. A knowledgeable guide led the discussion. 7. The hotel offers complimentary breakfast. 8. The account remained inactive for years. 9. The schedule change was inconvenient for commuters. 10. She felt victorious despite exhaustion. 11. The proposal was innovative but impractical. 12. He was hesitant to accept the offer. 13. The route offers scenic coastal views. 14. Outdated policies hinder innovation. 15. The lake remained serene at dawn. 1. He was considerate toward colleagues under pressure. 2. His cheery remarks lifted team morale. 3. Superstitious beliefs persist in modern societies. 4. Her commitment to fairness was commendable. 5. Avoiding responsibility was labeled cowardly behavior. 6. She is proficient in statistical analysis. 7. Unauthorized actions may result in penalties. 8. Flooded roads became completely impassable. 9. He found the reporter unnecessarily nosy. 10. Her contribution was immeasurable. 11. On-the-job learning reduces early mistakes. 12. The image appeared blurry due to poor focus. 13. The headline was misleading and incomplete. 14. Allied forces strengthened regional security. 15. Underlying causes must be addressed carefully. 1. She felt exhausted after negotiating all night. 2. The accident left his mobility impaired. 3. Daring decisions often involve calculated risk. 4. His presentation made a striking impression. 5. The botanical garden preserves rare species. 6. The minister met foreign delegates privately. 7. The scheme aims to reduce urban inequality. 8. A series of errors delayed the launch. 9. Transparency is a core democratic principle. 10. She earned commission on each sale. 11. Context determines the term's exact meaning. 12. A temporary arrangement resolved the dispute. 13. The primary objective is long-term stability. 14. She completed a master in economics. 15. The trial concluded with a unanimous verdict. 1. Citizens demanded justice for the victims. 2. The legislation passed after intense debate. 3. His description clarified the complex process. 4. The distribution of resources remains unequal. 5. The chemical concentration exceeded safety limits. 6. Absence of evidence weakened the case. 7. Facial recognition raises privacy concerns. 8. Assumptions should be tested with data. 9. Funding comes directly from the ministry. 10. Labor disputes affect economic stability. 11. The bond between parents and children deepens. 12. He retained faith despite setbacks. 13. Tourism generates significant revenue. 14. Emotional wounds may take years to heal. 15. Lawyers reviewed the draft carefully. 1. The document contains no trace of alteration. 2. The workload caused physical strain. 3. Economic independence strengthens national stability. 4. Poll results surprised political analysts. 5. Every transaction requires official approval. 6. Preparation reduces unexpected risks. 7. The landscape reflects historical development. 8. Currency values fluctuate daily. 9. His involvement raised ethical concerns. 10. The flight crew handled the emergency calmly. 11. Written consent is legally required. 12. The lake's depth surprised researchers. 13. The factory polluted the nearby stream. 14. The profession requires continuous training. 15. The recession caused widespread unemployment. 1. The issue demands a global perspective. 2. The firms launched a joint venture overseas. 3. Rural provinces face population decline. 4. Risk perception varies across cultures. 5. Personnel shortages affected service quality. 6. The revised edition includes updated statistics. 7. The electrical circuit failed unexpectedly. 8. Early treatment reduces stroke damage. 9. The handbook provides practical guidance. 10. The chart illustrates economic trends clearly. 11. Observers noted subtle behavioral shifts. 12. The inheritance included a vast fortune. 13. Livestock were kept inside the barn. 14. Staff replacement disrupted operations briefly. 15. The mine pit expanded rapidly. 1. A blocked drain caused serious flooding. 2. People value leisure more than before. 3. The sofa is covered with durable fabric. 4. These flowers have long, fragile stems. 5. His departure marked a turning point. 6. The summit focused on climate cooperation. 7. They sought legal expertise urgently. 8. He learned the craft from his mentor. 9. Several parties formed a political coalition. 10. He had the nerve to interrupt repeatedly. 11. The harbor was closed due to storms. 12. Wealth often brings social privilege. 13. Infant nutrition affects lifelong health. 14. Publicity boosted product sales. 15. Project completion is expected next month. 1. The road ends abruptly at a cliff. 2. The company prioritizes innovation over tradition. 3. The applicant met all selection criteria. 4. Storms destroyed the fragile nest. 5. She sought help for severe depression. 6. Researchers analyzed a fragment of ancient pottery. 7. Bonuses serve as performance incentives. 8. We live in a digital era. 9. Workers unloaded containers at the dock. 10. The firm held a monopoly for decades. 11. Media coverage intensified the controversy. 12. He told a cautionary tale to students. 13. The victory required enormous sacrifice. 14. Education helps reduce social prejudice. 15. Profit was the primary motive.